Another connection here. That's a connection from another city. Ronnie Tatak is from Melbourne. I and my brother and Miri, we're the Sydneyers from Sydney. So unbeknown to you, to everybody over here, but the Rabbi Roshi, the head shliach, the head rabbi of Thailand, comes from a small city in Australia. It's the end of the world. It's called Sydney. It's called Sydney. It's small in Yiddishkeit.
Besides Coogee.
I would like to relate my connection to Rabbi Cantor.
Yosef Chaim.
I know this Yosef Chaim. And my connection to Yosef Chaim is through his father. And his father was the great Rabbi Matis Cantor. Is the great Rabbi Matis Cantor. Matis Cantor was the mashpia of Sydney, and he was in the 70s. To be mashpia in Sydney in the 70s, you had to dance on two weddings, two chassanas. One chassan you had to dance amongst the frum Haredische crowd, which is where I came from, and my friends, Miri's family, the Barbers, the Gestetners, Kestechers, Leuchters. That was one group, Hirschbergs. There was a whole group of very frum Haredim who were Holocaust survivors, and they established like in the old home. So that was Rabbi Cantor. Rabbi Cantor's father was the mashpia to this group of people. The other chassan he had to dance on, he used to go to the universities. And in the universities in the 70s, there was the great question of fighting of is it God and religion, science and religion. All day long they were fighting. Prove me there's a God, not prove me there's a God. And today we understand there's a easy God. Where do you find God? You find it here. Where's God? God is here. God is wherever you look. Is God simple? But then there was always a question. And then one of the people who was able to bridge the gap between the frum, the Haredische crowd, and the completely irreligious was Rabbi Matis Cantor. And so Rabbi Matis Cantor had a revolution in Sydney. And the revolution was, whatever you see in Sydney today came through his father. I can tell you a story, many stories. But the impact that Rabbi Cantor's father had with the university students, we're talking about 20 families who currently live in Sydney. The greatest of them all have become big business people and big donors, similar to Ronnie. Like you got Mayor Moss, you got Konzapolsky, you got Beach, you got a whole pile. So, anyway, it doesn't matter who. There's a lot. Zev Simons and Rochel Simon. The whole of Sydney became frum and religious because of Matis Cantor. And the miracle was that he was able to talk to me. He was always like a frum boy. How did he talk to me? Rabbi Cantor's father was my Gemara teacher. He taught me the 5th parak of Baba Kama. Which one is that? Come on, count the 5th. Nishma Beba. Not a soich. No. I'm trying to think of
Hakonis?
Yossi knows, come on.
No.
Maybe it's the 5th of Bob Metzia, but anyway, we learned about Peh.
You learned about what?
Huh?
You learned about what?
We learned about Peh Shakravataria. Shakravataria knew it. I can say Hazino off by heart. I can't say that. Hazino Shemanda. Anyway, the story is. So what was the power of Rabbi Cantor? I always remember of Rabbi Cantor, he was able to Farbrengen. He was able to sit around and say L'chaim. He was able to Farbrengen. There's a famous story from Mendel Futterfass, a famous story. Mendel Futterfass had a few children, I think 2 or 3 passed away, and his other child was